This video is to show you how to add products, edit products, change prices, add products to the point of sale buttons. Straightforward, there's nothing too complicated. Down along here we have all our different modules. So we click on point of sale. If you click on catalog and products, you can see our list of products. Now we already have 257 products in here, and it's only showing one of 80. You can see 80. So we have different types of views. This is called a Kanban view. I prefer this view. It's just nicer on the eye. So if you leave your mouse over, you see Kanban, and you can see list. So if I click list, it's going to give me just the same thing, only for it's a list of the products rather than the Kanban. So again, you can click on the product. It's still going to open up the product the very same way as it would from the Kanban. So here's Kanban, the same product. So it's personal choice. Which one you like is Kanban. Kanban is default, and then the list view. The list view actually gives you a bit more detail, but I personally prefer Kanban. It's up to yourself. So as you can see here, it's showing 1 of 80. If I wanted to show 257, I'd have to change the 80 to, let's say, 1 of 300. Press enter, and it goes off, searches the database for the 300 items, and as you can see here, now it's showing 1 of 257 items. So that's all items now. So again, you can probably most times leave that as default. And we've set up a thing called filters. If you click this button here and favorites, these are all your different filters. Okay, so if I click draft, it'll only show me all the draft. If I click cocktails, it only shows all the cocktails. I'll show you how to set that up later on. These are just handy for going forward when you want to change the prices. So if I wanted to change the price of all my draft, I could just click on draft, click on the very first item, edit, change price, click save, and go on to the next one. So you see 1 of 25. This will be 1 of 25 and only draft. That's because we've selected the draft here from the filters. So I'll show you how to create those filters. So first off, we can get a look at the point of sale buttons. So if you look here on the point of sale, so we have a category button, a point of sale category button called drinks, and we have a category button called food. Again, we can, depending on the restaurant, on the pub, we can have multiple buttons. So if we click on drinks, we have draft, bottled beer, wines. If we click on draft, it's going to show us all the draft. So I'll show you where these buttons, how to organize these buttons now. Click home, food, we have starters, mains. Yeah, so I can show you how to organize these buttons. So this is the front end, point of sale. Again, these are only tabs. See all these tabs up here? Same way, it's only Google Chrome, any internet website that you have. So if you want to open up a new tab, click here, right click on any of the modules, open a new tab, and you'll see it'll open then a new tab. So what I usually do is I usually have point of sale open on one, and this is in the office now. Obviously in the pub or in the restaurant on the till itself, you'd only have this. You wouldn't have the back end there. The back end is only for the office, for changing prices and adding products and stuff like that. So if you have two tabs open in the office, just so you can see your changes. So if say starting off, I'll show you how to add a product. Okay, so create product. We're going to call it test draft. Okay, as you can see, I have no categories done in here. So we can create an internal category. If you don't have a category, you can actually just create an edit. So we can type in test, and it's give you an option to create an edit, and you can just type in the new category. We already have draft in here, so we're going in there. Internal reference, I'll show you that in a minute. That will allow us to move the item up to the top of the list here. So if you see on here, so if Pint of Guinness is a regular seller, we can move Pint of Guinness up to the top. So we can actually have our favorites, all our favorite items in the top list by using this internal reference. Again, I'll show you that in a few moments. So we have consumable, its category is draft. The sales here, this is where we create the buttons. So drinks and food. So it's going to be going under drinks. So you can search for more. It's going to be going drinks and draft. You can search. It's going to be on drinks, and then we're going to put it under draft. There it is there. It's actually already there. So you can just leave it like that. Save. General information, edit, and we can just put a price on it. And we go back to our point of sale, and we click refresh. We click on drinks, and we click on draft. And test draft is in there. That test draft is in there because of, we click on sales, point of sale categories. So these are categories. All these drinks. Drink is a category, food is a category, draft is a category. So these are all our categories. So I'll show you now how to quickly duplicate a product. So if I was adding a product into the draft, rather than creating a new one like I just did, what I would do was I would search for an item that's already in draft, like Guinness, spell it right. So click on your Guinness, you know this is already in draft. We can click action and we can click duplicate. So literally now all we have to do is change the name to Pint of Bud. We can change the price. And that's literally all we have to do. And we can obviously edit. I'll just quickly show you how I search for pictures. So again, I just go to Google. I type in Pint of Bud, images. There's down there, probably do. Right click and save image as. I'm just going to save it onto my E drive. Pint of Bud, click save. I'll go back then to my back end. I click edit. Select my E drive. I select my Pint of Bud, and that's it. I just change the picture basically. As you can see, everything else can be left because we've copied it. We've only duplicated the item. So all we literally had to do was type in the name, type in the price. The categories are already done for us because we duplicated the item. And that's everything you need to know about adding a product.